How's it going, guys? Hangry Higgs here and welcome back to another Outriders video, and today we're going to be looking at the skill tree, mods and crafting in the game. This is going to be more evident when we come towards expeditions like the end game, but I really thought we should just dive in, really break this down and have a look because it's going to be an integral part of the game. But before we carry on, as always, if you find yourself enjoying a video at any time, please leave a like, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. So I'll break the video down into two pieces, guys. That's going to be skill trees and then mods and crafting. So we'll start with skill trees because that's what we're going to be opening straight away. And as we know, we're going to get skill points to unlock the nodes, but we can't unlock the whole skill tree. That's because Outriders wants us to mix each branch together if we can, just create some really insane builds, which is a good thing anyway. I think that also adds a bit of grinding and longevity to the game. Each skill tree has 3 branches which have their own focus on certain aspects. We can also link up certain paths so you can create more diverse builds. So if we take a look at a Technomancer skill tree, we can see our skill points down to the bottom left, and above that is the class symbol which has 3 paths. They lead to each branch of the skill tree and have their own styles and skills. Top one is Pestilence, middle Tech Shaman, and the bottom is Demolisher. I got that right this time, guys. Now you can link these branches together to create some awesome builds, and this is shown by the nodes with the lines above and below. These are where we can link the branches together. However, we can only select one main class ability. So whilst we're here, why don't we take a look at some of the skills, guys? So this first heartbeat light symbol is health, and as you go further up, the more health the node gives you. That is the same for the shields and all the other symbols where you see multiple of. They're going to unlock a certain skill, but when you go further up the tree to the right hand side, you're just going to get a high percentage of that skill. But we do have unique skills from each branch and class, so I'm going to show you 6 now from the Technomancer. And first up is Doctor of Medicine, increases all healing by 20% for you and your allies. That's probably going to be really good for expeditions, going to give your team a buff. I don't know how long that lasts for though, it doesn't say, so hopefully when we come to test that we can find out. Next up is Empowering an Antenna. Activating Decay increases weapon damage for you and your allies by 40% for 10 seconds. Purge, enemies affected with Toxic receive 30% more damage. Then UT-14 Clips, increase magazine size by 50%. Then Wipeout, enemies below 30% health receive 20% more damage. And then Team Player, decrease elite's damage against you and your allies by 10%. So straight off the bat there, guys, the Technomancer is the class for the selfless person. I am selfless, but I'm also a little bit selfish, which is why I'm probably still leaning towards the Devastator. And that leads us nicely into the Devastator skills. First up is Anomaly in Veins. Every second regenerate your health by 1%. Going to be pretty vital considering you're going to be up close and personal anyway. Then Unending Watch. Reduce protection skills cooldown by 15%. Then Mighty Tank. Increase firepower by 10% of your armor. Increase anomaly power by 10% of your armor. So make sure you stacked up on armor, guys, and you are going to be doing some serious damage. Into the Fray. Increase your damage mitigation by 45% for 10 seconds after your kinetic skill ends. Then next up, Brawler. Increase your close range weapon damage by 15%. Brawler and Anomaly in Veins are going to go pretty well together. Then last is Endless Tremors. Reduce seismic skills cooldown by 15%. And the affected skills are Gravity Leap, Impale, and Reflect Bullets. So let's take a quick look at some of the Trickster's unique skills. I've only managed to grab 4 here, guys. First one is Against the Odds. When surrounded by enemies, reloading your weapon deals damage and interrupts enemies' abilities. Damage scales with anomaly power. Second, Outrider Executioner. When your movement skill ends, increase weapon damage by 20% for 8 seconds. And then Leap of Quietus. Activating movement skills increases your armor penetration by 25% for 10 seconds. This one and Outrider Executioner will go great together. And then Disruption Shield. Every activation of Disruption skills grant you 20% shield. So 4 pretty solid skills there. And then last but not least, we've got the Pyromancer. First one is Burning Situation. Activating Immobilize skills increases your weapon damage by 20% for 10 seconds. Then Warm Up. Reduce Ignite skills cooldown by 15%. Fuels for the Embers. Doubles skill leech when under 30% of health. Then Blood Boil. Increase your armor penetration by 10%. And then Marble Orchard. Reduce Immobilize skills cooldown by 15%. But as we can see, just by looking at these skills, it's really diverse. We're going to be able to create some really good skills, and these are only a handful of the nodes. I mean, there's how many nodes are there? I've not counted them. That just goes to show how much diversity we got within Outriders. So now for mods and crafting. Mods are a passive skill that can alter how your gear and abilities work. They can add effects like bleed, toxic, freeze and weakened. With rare and specialized mods equipped, we can also get a taste of the powers from a whole different class. How good is that? I'll give you a few examples. Golan's Limb, which is the legendary pump action shotgun. This will grant its wielder the Devastator's Golem skill for 30 seconds after every killing shot. And if we look at it down here, killing shots grant you a protective golem effect for 3 seconds. And then if we take a look at the Grim Marrow, shots inflict the slow effect which give you a taste of the Trickster. I mean, how cool is that? We can experience other classes' skills through a weapons mod. I love it. Now then, when we're looking at mods, there are 2 types. First is general mods, which can be applied to boost or alter how your gear works. And then second are skill mods, which are class specific. Now these little devils can amplify or change 8 anomaly infused powers per class, but can only be applied to armor. Now this could mean maybe giving the Trickster a second temporal slice, or increasing the damage radius and ammo with the Technomancer rocket launcher, or we could equip the Spike Forest mod for the Devastator, which means we can spike more than one enemy. Now the mods we can obtain in the game are segmented into 3 tiers, and we collect them by dismantling the gear that holds them. So the rarity of the piece will determine the mod tier and how many it spawns with. And the exception here is legendary gear, guys. They have dedicated mods and they can only be found on these items. These would automatically be tier 3 mods. And the beauty of all this, guys, is once collected, we can mix and match our mods however we like. They give us an example of this. Say we got the Absolute Zero, which comes with freezing bullets, and we decide to dismantle the Thunderbird for the mods. We select the Ultimate Stormbird mod and select a slot on the weapon with the mod we want to replace. Then spend some resources and we have a great weapon that now freezes with the added touch of thunder. How cool is that? Also on the crafting table, we can improve rarity. Now this lets us improve the primary parameters of items that are not epic or legendary. Firepower for weapons, armor for wearables, and also hovering over crafting options will reveal a color code detailing what's needed for each craft. And these are unusual, rare, epic, and legendary. And then we have swap variant. Here we can alter how our weapons fire and axe. Each weapon offers different variants depending on the type of weapon we have. So for instance here we've got sharpshooter. If we hover over sharpshooter, that gives us a buff in accuracy, range, crit multiplier, and RPM damage, but it also takes away stability, clip size, and actual damage. So some swap variants are going to be better for you than others, and also as with all of the crafting and mods in this game, it will cost us resources to do this. So choose wisely, guys. And then we have level up, and it's exactly as it says on the tin. Similar to improving rarity, this raises the level of our equipment, adding boosts to firepower and armor. And as you can see here, it's going to cost us 1,687 resources. And if we look underneath the weapon firepower, we've got question marks against weapon leech, long range damage, and close range damage. So all that's saying is we don't actually know what the final boost is going to be. It's going to be random. Exactly why we have the question marks there. And that is the end of the video, guys. So final thoughts. We've got about 350 individual mods spanning weapons, armor, and skills. That is a lot. And they're probably going to add more in the future. I'm hoping so anyway. They're giving us a hell of a lot of freedom within our builds and everything else that goes with that. I absolutely love how we can experience certain aspects of different classes through our gear and mods. If you are not excited by that, then I'm sorry to say you are probably a miserable prick. I'm only joking, I love you guys. But no, seriously, if you're not happy with that, then yeah, you probably are a miserable prick. And then we have 2 elements on 1 weapon. Come on. That is freezing and lightning. Yes, please. Different mod tiers gives us something more to chase, which leads on to my final thought. If mods are this good, I wouldn't mind chasing them. Actually, let me add one more in there. No PvP. Being a Destiny player, PvP has always been a thorn in my backside personally because of the balancing. Outriders doesn't have that. We can have the true power fantasy. They can let us be as crazy and powerful as we want to be. And that gets my juices flowing. But that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll say it again, if you have, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, do subscribe. There's going to be loads more Outriders content coming to the channel. And this Thursday, I hope to see you over on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/angryhiggs. I haven't streamed over there in about a month or 2. I'm going to be streaming this. I hope to see some of you coming over there. Let's chill out, get to know each other, play some games. Also link my Discord down in the description below, because we are now building our Discord community. We've got a lot of convos going on over there about Outriders. Everyone's excited for this. So if I don't see you Thursday on the stream, I hope you have a great time playing this. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.